Hi, this is Dana with Flowers by Design, and I love spring. I love the newness of it, I love the colors, I love the flowers, I love the smell, and I thought I would put together for you a spring swag using many of those flowers that are so typical of spring, such as tulips and forsythia and lilac. Now this was a very easy swag to make, and in just a few steps you can have the nicest welcome to your guests. So let me show you how. I picked out some flowers that really said spring to me, like for example forsythia, lilac, tulips, which I have in two forms, a spray and also a little bush, veronica, and some seeded eucalyptus, and of course the twigs. In this case I have birch twigs. And as far as the tools, all that I will use will be a pair of pliers, a cutting pliers, and some cable ties. So this is going to be a mirror type of arrangement because each side will look just like the other side. So I've started by putting some of the twigs, some on each side, and I think that's probably enough. You can go and pick your own twigs, or otherwise twigs are for sale. And now that I've laid them out with a cable tie, I will just tie them together. Oops. And voila, we have a swag. So the next thing to do is to start laying down the materials. And I will start with the seeded eucalyptus. It's always important to fluff your materials before you put them in. It's going to make it a lot easier to have a beautiful finished product. And just lay them. Now I've pre-cut them so that they go slightly beyond the middle, maybe about 4 inches or so beyond the middle, so that you can tie them back together. Once again, fluffed like that. The next thing will be, which I have not cut and I will cut for you, the veronica in green. So sort of measure, see where it should lay. And one of the things that you want to do is actually to start bringing the flowers towards the middle so that they all have a chance to shine. And you just go to the middle, measure maybe about 4 inches or so with your cutting pliers. You cut it, fluff them up, and lay them right on top. Now, you can do the same thing. You can measure the second one, and you can measure every piece. But of course, since you know how much you cut off your first stem, you can just measure the second stem and cut it right around the same place. Okay, there we go. And lay that veronica there. Okay. The next thing will be the forsythia. What a nice bright color. It doesn't say spring. And once again, don't forget to fluff. And there we are, just sort of laying it all together. This is a very easy project, and it will look really good on a door or above a picture, above a mirror, above a bed. Really bringing in some colorful accents to any room. Great. Another beautiful flower for spring, the lilac. This lilac has a lot of detail and it really looks like the real thing. There you are. And the next flower will be a tulip spray, which has many tulips, and I've chosen a kind of a pink fuchsia color. It has some very interesting leaves, so I will fluff those leaves as well. Always put the longer side towards the bottom and the shorter ones towards the top. And here we are. Now this also would make a really nice centerpiece, a low centerpiece for a spring get-together or a spring tea, or maybe an Easter celebration or any celebration really. It's really important that you give your swag some volume so that things are not flat. And I have two more elements to put in. I've taken one of the forsythia stems and actually cut the forsythia stem in half. So I have two smaller pieces, which also will put here in the middle. And finally, a nice bush. And this bush, it's also a tulip bush in a little bit deeper color that will be separated on both sides. Okay, ready? All you have to do is take a cable tie, slip it through, make sure you have everything. If in this case my cable tie is not long enough, I will take another cable tie and fish them together like that. And now my cable tie will be long enough to handle this arrangement. And here we are. So all this arrangement needs here, the swag, if you're going to use it to hang, would be a hook at the back. Otherwise, if you're going to use it as a centerpiece, it doesn't need anything. Just make sure to cut the tails of the cable ties off so they fly off. And voila, it's done. I hope you enjoyed this project. It's really easy to make, and it really does bring a breath of spring air into any home. So until next time, thank you for watching, and this is Dana at Flowers by Design.